Within this series, I wanted to include the swallow motif. My whole concept is around, twin flame, loyalty, having this connection with someone. And to me, the swallow represents that. So having that as a symbol, but also a really beautiful animal. It's very graceful, it's very calming, but also a very bold animal. In my current work, I included a poem that just kind of expresses experiences that I felt when I've met people, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be family, friends, people that have come into my life that I feel like just understand me at this deeper level. And it just feels like that twin flame moment where you're like, all right, we understand each other, we're on the same wavelength, and it's just appreciating that moment when you meet someone like that. The piece that I'm working on right now that's right behind me is about a sky full of swallows and seeing this one person. So even in a crowd, you're drawn to this one person, whether it be a relationship, friend. Basically, it's just this person that sees you in a way that other people don't. So within the piece, I did a color palette of just blue, almost like a periwinkle, a very warm blue with pretty bright cadmium red. In the poem, there's a line that says burning in blue. And through that, I wanted it to be like this burning emotion that you have with someone, but in the tranquil beauty of the blue color. So even though you're burning, it's a calm burn. It feels healthy and it feels right. I was definitely working on composition and how to align text with the object in space and make it cohesive and bring a really nice feel to the negative space, the negative background that we have. And I don't typically use a lot of type within my work, which I do love type, but really figuring out where it fits in the piece and how to make it read well, that was a lot of fun to explore. And then the piece behind me, I am also trying to figure out how to tape mask in the best way. So I was kind of exploring that, taping the birds once I painted them, peeling it off, hoping for the best. Also creating a gradient where a lot of the darker tones are much brighter than they should be. It's kind of a little switch in your mind that you have to turn on to be able to process and be able to render in that way. So it's just a different mindset you have to go into instead of creating something with a realistic color palette. When I'm beginning a piece or starting a concept, I really try to think about the process and how I'm gonna go about creating this piece. And that also comes with respecting the media. And I've also been really trying to dive into this and figuring out really the chemistry within oil painting and different mixing media to use to create a certain effect. So what's gonna create a glossy finish versus matte? What's gonna dry faster? What's gonna dry slower? What fats to go from lean to fat within the piece, within the layers? That's also been a lot of fun to explore within this series, is really just honing down on the process and how incorporating that chemistry, those mixing techniques into it, I'm able to respect the art of painting, different techniques to create a finished piece that I'm really excited about, the concept as well as really the technical skill that's going into it and the paint and how it shows on the canvas. I hope viewers are able to connect with these pieces, whether it be because they can relate to the concept, whether they feel like they're touched to the poem, or whether it just be because they like the color palette. Art is so subjective that I just hope viewers are able to see it and appreciate it and somehow align with my work.